Dogecoin and Shiba Coin. What's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Shiba Coin has exploded. Okay, just kidding, guys. Really, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin today. Well, maybe we'll mention Shiba a little bit, but here, as we know, the Bitcoin has broken above the 50K finally, and we're going to talk about what it's going to do next. Is this a head fake, or is this going to be a breakout to new all-time highs? We break above, well, at least we have to break above the $53,000 level, and before we talk about all-time highs. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. Oh my goodness, it's always a good day here in the crypto universe. Always something exciting, new, and cool. I'm going to be talking about the news, right, in another episode. So make sure you watch that, because this is going to be like mind-blowing. You're going to love that one. We're also going to be seeing if we can find a trade here on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you want to trade that, you could do so by heading over to bybit.davincij15.com and femex.davincij15.com. Also, if you want to join us live, right, and see what I'm trading, what what everybody else is trading, what I'm trading, right, you can do so by signing up to davincij15.com. And you could also be part of the group. Okay, let's get on to Bitcoin. Now, in the last episode, right, we talked about this dump here. We were looking at the possibility, Bitcoin and Ethereum, basically Ethereum, and then we thought, okay, well, this is going to happen with Bitcoin. So if you did the fibs and then you shorted the 61.8, you could have made a little bit of profit, but you had to move your stops really fast. As you can see, it came, oh no, it didn't come up to 61.8. It was actually on the Ethereum that it did that, that it came up to the 61.8. But we were looking at, hey, you know what, this is probably a short backup. When it comes back up, and then boom, it did break down, and now it's just pumped right back up again. We're looking at to see if this thing is going to break higher. We have to make sure that we stay above the 50K, and we're doing that right now. So it was the 61.8. So there you go, right? The 61.8 was hit on both Ethereum and Bitcoin. So sorry, I guess I just realized I just didn't draw that fib correctly. And so you could see immediately, right? We're talking with Max, and is it going to head up to the 61.8? Yes, it did, and there we go. We hit it beautifully. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And then you could have taken a short, and boom, there you go. Profit City. Now, if you remember, if you got a little bit greedy on this, right? Always set your stops to break even. Whenever you see a big move down, fast move down, set your stops to break even, because you can have like a failed move because a fast move in the opposite direction. That's what we're having. So with that said, this breakout is most likely strong, really, really strong. But I'm concerned now, really concerned. Right, looking at this hourly chart, what am I seeing up here? This is like what's called a fork, and put a fork in it, and she's done. And whenever I see that, you can see it's right here, right there. That indicates weakness. That means somebody's selling at that point, and they're saying, nope, can't go past here. Nope, I'm selling. Beep, sell. So that generally chases the market back down. So I would proceed with caution if you're trying to look for a long here now. It is clear that, you know what, this could reverse on us, but that's not 100% of the case. Just because you see a specific pattern doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed to work out. It helps, of course, if the second candle, the second candle, right after the fork, it breaks below the wick. And then okay, yeah, this is good, right? Not a 100%, of course, right? As you can see, that didn't happen here, right? But it just helps the thesis if that happens, that this is going to break down. So let's just wait and see how this happens. What happens? I would take a little bit of caution on any kind of trade here, because you can see the indicators are not too happy. We're not seeing, a higher high on the indicators. And when that happens, it's like, okay, slow your roll, slow your roll. You can see that this is also happening on the 4-hour as well. The 4-hour is also showing that the indicators are not that strong. And so we need to like, okay, we gotta, cool our jets. Don't go too crazy. Looking for like a breakout long, because that could really leave a mark. So let's head over to Ethereum. But before we do, right, let's just talk about a little bit about what happened with Shiba. And, if you haven't been watching my TikToks, I've been mentioning Shiba for quite some time on TikTok and also with Chris, and Chris is like, oh no. And here it is, a little earlier than I thought. So I'm selling half here and seeing if we can come back down to the 61.8, and then I'll probably pick some more up down here. Most likely it'll come all the way back down to the 88.6, right, or something worse. But if we draw this all the way to the actual swing low, right, you can see, yeah, it's 61.8 is still at the breakout level. Maybe the 50% level, right? Maybe it will hold because there's you can see a lot of breakout wicks here because this thing looks like it's ready to rock and roll. If we go looking further out, you see that is definitely a breakout level because we kept testing it and failing it. So, and yeah, it's like so far away from a penny that it's not funny. It's 0.001 of a penny. Wow, crazy. So yeah, I've been talking about this, and if you want to know why this is going high, is this basically it's a meme coin, and it's easy for the youngins to buy into this and pray with $100 and go, oh, one day it could be worth $1, and then they have millions of these, right? And they're thinking that they're gonna sell it for like millions of dollars, right? That's not going to happen, but but they could always dream. And so yeah, and you know what? Who knows, right? If that's gonna happen. Actually, with the dollar, collapse, maybe it will happen. Actually. All right, let's head over to Ethereum. But before we do, remember, you can head over to davincij15.com/referrals and help out the channel by using one of these referral links. I really appreciate that. And if you have the DJ15 token, you can also benefit from that as well. All right, let's head over to Ethereum on the 4-hour. Again, right, we're talked about Ethereum, right, breaking up to the 61.8, right, giving you hang on, let me just go down to a shorter time frame, a chance to short it. So yeah, we're looking at that in yesterday's episode, and boom, there it was. You got paid, right? If you shorted this and then you walked away, or if hopefully you set your stops to break even, right? Yeah, and you didn't go too buck wild on that one. All right. Right now you can see Ethereum has W'd out, all right, and you can see it right there. And for those who missing it, it's right here. A nice, beautiful W. It's WWW for the win. Love that. All right, so let's see what the target should be for this nice, sweet W. And this was the breakout level, and Ethereum loves to back test and scare the wits out of you after a breakout. So you have to stomach it if you're trying to run a breakout with Ethereum, because I've seen it more times than not, like come back and haunt you after buying the breakout. And you can see that the target is just above the last swing high. So we're waiting for a target of almost 3,500 for Ethereum. Looks like, yeah, we might be doing that. So if that's the case, we need to see what look back on a Bitcoin and go down to the shorter time frames and see if that's the case. There's a horrible W here, horrible, just horrible W's. There's only smaller ones which have already been realized, so you've already had to take profits on that. This smaller W down here. There isn't much in the case of, hey, this thing is going to indicate a nice rise, other than the fact that this is a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction, meaning that we've got more momentum to push this thing higher. I'm a little concerned of taking a trade on this, even though we can see that the trade is available on Ethereum, but you know, if you are not in it at the breakout, you shouldn't be in it right now, because yeah, it's chasing, right? And if you chased it, like you chased this, let's just say I saw this, and honestly, I'll be honest, I forgot after the show, I wanted to put the short in, and I forgot because I was talking with Max for a while, and then we saw it breaking down. We're like, oh, and we can't chase, right? So because this is what happens, right? And when you chase, you get burned, and yeah, so don't chase markets, right? So chasing here is not a good idea. Unless you go down to shorter time frames and find a short trade where your stops are really, really tight, and then you can move out and not lose a whole lot of money. All right, so to close this off again with the dominance, again, the dominance has created a trajectory. Really, it has decided on a direction at this point. If you don't see it, right? Let me just draw it out for you. Hang on, let me just reuse. Okay. This line here, you can see it. It's decided to go higher. We're starting to bounce higher and higher, so we can expect an altcoin winter. The winter, right? I expected it to be a little bit harsher than it is right now, but yeah, you can see it. We are seeing some reds across the altcoin space, but this is good. This is good. If you're a little old lady and you've got some cash lying around, make sure that you pick some altcoins up, because you're buying low and you're selling high. And if you want to learn how to do the little lady strategy, you just head over to davincicodes.net/videos to do so. Okay, well, that's it for today. We're going to be talking about some cool stuff in the news that you can use section, so make sure you watch that video, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And also remember, Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it.